Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reaction, or Yoko's Otaku Treasures, I'm sorry. I'm still getting caught on that. Anyway, this is going to be my review for Dr. Stone Season 3, Episode 16. And the episode starts off where we last left off, where they were getting ready to confront the Kingdom of Science, who were in disguise and ready to set a trap. However, as Ryusui is about to unleash the drone to get the Eye of Medusa, as they called it, he realized that something is very wrong. So he doesn't do it. And Senku realizes this as well and tells everybody to retreat, and we get a little sneak peek of what the fuck happened. When Kohaku and Ginro were brought down, when they were, petrified, she still had the earring on. Ibara grabbed it and then noticed that Maz had the same dang one. So he knew that Maz most likely was a traitor. So he gave Kirisame a fake petrification device to use to try and see, whether he was working with them or not. And they realize this and they, retreat back to the mobile lab. However, Magma and Ginro... Magma again are nowhere to be found. Whereas the gun is also missing. Magma decided to take the gun at some point, I'm guessing the night before, the night before. And decided, I'm gonna go and shoot the leader and be done with this. I'm like, dude, you've more than likely never held the gun before, so you more than likely will be a poor shot. And Yo is a cop. And he would have used guns before, and even he had a hard time with that newfangled gun because it wasn't like a regular gun. It was a gun they had made, and thus it wasn't like a normal gun, whereas the kickback would be different, the aiming could be off. He had to practice and practice to get good at it. Imagine how bad your shot would be, dude. Anyway, the others decided that this is their best chance because they see Ibara getting on the ship with everybody off of the island that wasn't them, obviously. Or as much of them as they possibly could, and they realized that they most likely will be planning to petrify the entire island with them on it. So they decided to use two teams, one to go and grab the master because they figured if, they showed that the master was a statue, everybody would turn on Ibara and he would be on the losing side, and that's a good idea. Unless he's got the petrification ray, in which case, would he actually use it? Because, if he risked petrifying everybody on the island, save for maybe a handful of people that he left on the island, or not on the island, everybody on the ship if they turned on him, essentially, then he would risk everybody not being... He knows that, as far as he knows, the petrification is a death sentence. So, yeah, would he actually risk doing that, especially to the women? Because then their kingdom essentially would die out, because of, women to have babies. And when the team gets to the front where the statue is of the master, they find he's broken. Even more so than before. Because Ibara decided to he broke the statue, essentially, to keep them from, doing that, essentially. But since Yuzuriha and the others were there, they were able to put him back together. Or they were going to try to put him back together, but some of the pieces had degraded, and from what I remember from the episode where Ginro had revealed that he was a statue, it looked like part of him had already eroded, so he won't be able to be brought back completely. At least, alive. Because I'm assuming part of his head was eroded, so part of the brain would be damaged, or that were beyond repair. Then again, they brought back a possible... We don't know how bad her Tsukasa's sister's brain damage, I'm guessing, was. If she was brain dead, that's one thing, but repairing parts of the brain that are gone, essentially, is another thing entirely, because I highly doubt the miracle fluid is that good of a freaking healer, where it could create pieces of brain that were gone, which is why they need a different piece. So they're not going to be able to bring them back, but if they can just show everybody that, yeah, this is the master and he's been petrified by Ibarra, then they can get everybody to turn on him, essentially. And by this point, Maz is chasing after them because he's trying to show that he's not in the enemy's pocket, you know. And fair enough, you don't want to show your hand just yet. And, well, yeah, this could be interesting because the others realize where Magma and Gen are because, well, Magma was stupid thinking he could shoot from the shore and get Ibarra on the ship. Yeah, you can't, even if you did a trick shot and tried to aim up and have it go in a trajectory to hit him, bam, that still probably would be, that'd be stretching it, essentially. And that would be if someone was an amazing shot with that gun, too. That would still be stretching it. So essentially, he just alerted the enemy to their presence. Which essentially is what Senku and the others wanted, because they're trying to essentially distract Ibarra and the others from what the others are doing. So, this could be interesting. Anyway, I am eager to see how this is going to go, and I will see you all in the next one.